After our problem and solution ideation, it was crucial to validate our ideation and confirm the expected interest in our customer segment. This was done by collecting data in the form of one-on-one interviews and surveys from which we were able to create an empathy map and value proposition canvas. Our empathy map and VPC showed customers do care about preserving the environment and that they feel a sense of responsibility and guilt for the environment. It also showed that it was because of the added inconvenience and cost that most individuals never invest in environmental options. Our interviews and surveys provided us with the information needed to tailor our product to our customers' specific needs, specifically highlighting the need of convenience to make our product desirable. This need was satisfied by offering our products in supermarkets at the exact location individuals want to contain and carry their food. One of the other needs identified in our customers was the need for a low price product. Our products are premium products when compared to free plastic bags, and so we had to supply our wraps and bags at the lowest, most competitive price to satisfy this customer need. Overall, conducting customer surveys and interviews was a highly effective method of validating the desirability of our product, as it allowed us to interact with our potential customers, gaining direct customer feedback on our products or prototypes, and thus allowing us to alter our value proposition and tailor it to our customers' needs. The creation of an empathy map and VPC also allowed us to thoroughly understand our customers' needs and wants, allowing us to better communicate with our customers and adapt our value proposition to their needs, as seen earlier in the pricing and location of our products. Competitor research was highly useful in creating a feasible business model. Many competitors explain their production method online on their website, thus making it convenient to compare and evaluate each competitor's different production process. Comparing and evaluating competitors' different production methods allowed us to clearly identify the strengths and weaknesses of different competitors' processes. The insights gained from this research led us to add to our method and key resources section of the use of jojoba oil and pyron resin into our production process, thus allowing our product to be more durable and effective in sealing containers. This research also demonstrated to us the need for machinery in our production process, as we became aware of the time-consuming nature of hand-making beeswax wraps. Overall, by conducting competitor research and comparing the resources and partnerships other businesses had, we were able to firstly find the best quality and most economical resources and partners for our business, such as darn sheet fabrics, cotton supplies, and secondly, develop the most efficient and economical key activities, for example, using a large amount of machinery in our production process. Thus, competitor research allowed us to ensure our processes were as economical as possible whilst maintaining good quality, meaning our business is highly feasible and allowing us to become a leading competitor in this market. Completing a cash flow statement also helped make our business feasible. When determining the expenses in our business model for our cash flow statement, we were forced to think about the different processes, utilities, and advertising expenses that would be necessary in our business model and therefore add to the expenses in our cash flow statement. Whilst this did effectively help us discover all the key partners and resources necessary to our business model and our key activities, we could have been more economical in this sector of the business model, as our research determining the expenses in our cash flow only looked at average business costs instead of looking at where we could cut costs and thus reduce expenses. Creating an income statement and cash flow statement helped to determine the viability of sustainable containables business model, helping us to ensure profit was made. The creation of the income statement allowed us to clearly see the overall expected profit at the end of the year. Creating an income statement helped us to summarize all the minor expenses necessary to running a business, such as electricity, helping to ensure that our predicted profits were accurate and would not be absorbed by minor expenses which had been ignored. Secondly, creating an income statement also helped us to ensure our predicted expenses were not underestimated, and this allowed us to effectively compare our expenses with our forecasted sales. Because of this, we were able to put more money towards advertising in our first year with the intended outcome of increased demand in the future. Our cash flow statement was critical in ensuring there was always enough inflow to pay for expenses at any point in the year, and that we were not relying on future profit within the year to pay for immediate bills. Confirming a consistent cost structure allowed us to reduce the time of our loan and thus reduce the total interest paid, as we discovered we were able to pay a higher monthly rate. Overall, creating a cash flow and income statement was a highly effective method for ensuring the viability of our business, as these allowed us to effectively compare our expenses and profits and thus ensure our business was always had surplus profit. Competition was a financial risk discovered during our SWOT analysis. Our business has chosen to take advantage of a niche market in supermarkets which offers no similar alternatives to plastic fresh produce bags. This meant the business model, and specifically our estimated market size, depends on calculations assuming no direct competition. Thus, if our market gained competition, our customer segment would be reduced, our revenue stream would decrease considerably, causing a need for reduction in the cost structure of our business and potentially meaning our current business model was no longer viable, as we would have a shortage in cash in our cost structure needed to pay for sufficient advertising and rent of large facilities. Depending on the severity of this threat, our business would potentially have to downsize, reducing our target market and focusing on a particular group of customers, specifically marketing towards this certain group and thus securing a sector of the market. Downsizing would significantly reduce our fixed costs, allowing our business to make reasonable profit off a smaller revenue. Another potential solution in this problem is to focus on increasing customer loyalty by developing a deeper customer relationship. This can be done by providing discounts to customers who continue buying our product, thus providing an incentive for customers to buy more than once from Sustainable Containeables. We can also ensure customer retention by collecting customer feedback on our products, thus allowing us to continue developing our product around customer wants. A potential strategic risk that was discovered in our business model was the fact that large supermarket companies may not consider our business proposition simply because Sustainable Containeables will be seen as a mere startup company. This would significantly reduce our customer segment and thus its revenue stream and cost structure, meaning Sustainable Containeables would struggle to break even as expected in the first year, potentially causing the folding of the business as it would be unable to pay debts and bills. The solution to this is to gradually increase our customer segment, starting with smaller local supermarkets and gradually increasing our customer base until we can achieve bulk production and economies of scale. Enacting this precaution will cause serious modifications to the initial business model plan, but will allow Sustainable Containeables to confidently enter and grow in this market. Whilst COVID-19 could provide a potential risk to Sustainable Containeables, it could also provide certain opportunities as individuals have large amounts of time to pursue hobbies and explore using different products such as our wraps and bags. Thus, people in lockdown with more time are likely, if reasonably financially stable, to try our product, thus resulting in a certain increase in sales. This increase in sales could boost our business revenue. To capitalize on this increase in market interest and revenue, our business would increase our marketing, spending more on advertising with the end goal of significantly increasing customer awareness of our product during these lockdown periods, thus significantly increasing our revenue. Another opportunity discovered whilst completing our SWOT analysis was an increasing environmental interest and an awareness in consumers, compelling them to make changes. Increasing numbers of people making changes in their own personal lives encourages and puts pressure on others to make the same changes simply so that they fit in. This increasing consumer desire to help the environment should make our products highly desirable, thus increasing the sales and revenue, as we provide a simple, easy way for individuals to reduce their impact on the environment. One weakness identified in our business model was a lack of diversity in our revenue streams. Increasing the diversity of our revenue streams will allow us to increase our market size and also the reliability of our income, as if one sector of the market fails or our partnership with a certain customer segment falls through, we will still have other revenue streams to rely on. We also saw increasing the diversity of our revenue streams as an opportunity to increase our market size and thus our revenue. While supermarkets are a reasonably reliable source of revenue, our business would benefit from reaching out to customers such as fresh fruit and vegetable stores and online consumers. This would require no further changes to our business model, as these consumers have the same needs and thus will be satisfied with the same brand image and product. Another revenue stream that would potentially benefit our business would be selling advertising by printing small advertisements on the inside of our wraps and bags. One potential option could even be to include supermarket logos, providing them with more incentive to buy our product. Our customers in this segment would need to be restricted to those which built and promoted the brand image of sustainability rather than taking away from it. This would further increase our revenue and the reliability of our income, allowing us to make more profit in a more reliable way. A second weakness identified in our business was a limited customer relations sector of our business model. At the moment, consumers see no business personnel acting on behalf of the business, so they have no people to relate to and connect to when cooperating with Sustainable Containeables. Our solution to this is to focus on our advertising sector dealing with influencers. We intend to focus on one particular influencer over an extended period of time so as to use them to develop our brand image and thus give customers a person to connect our business with which they can easily relate to and connect with. This is intended to result in increased customer loyalty and customer interest as they become more invested in our business because of the positive connections they feel with it. As a result of this, we also hope to increase our revenue by increasing the customer interest and loyalty.